Welcome everybody to Lanier National Speedway here in the heart of Georgia. We are here for the CiL Short Track Showdown round 2 tonight. We're going live with round 2. We got off to a great start a couple of weeks ago at USA International, and we're here ready to go. Lanier, very different track from USA International, way shorter. We're at only 0.38 miles here. So it's going to be a lot different race here for these drivers, Andrew.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Jordan. And we're in the heart of red clay country in Georgia, just across the street from Road Atlanta. And you said this track's 0.38 miles, but it feels even shorter. I did a few test laps, and you're ripping off mid-13s at the most. And in practice, we were seeing 13.2. So 100 laps, I think this one will go quickly, but I feel like we might see some mayhem, maybe a little bit of hurt feelings at the end.
Oh, that's short track racing. Feelings get hurt. As our qualifying laps get underway here, Ryan Wilson here from Minnesota State getting started for us. We'll see how he can get us started here tonight.
Yeah, Jordan, I feel like just for my practice laps, there was a certain point where you wanted to brake entering the corner, where it just made the car really rotate well and cut to the bottom. And when you hit that, it felt really good. But if you got it wrong, you just ended up pushing up the racetrack. So you got to be really careful entering the corners tonight on braking.
Connor Levy getting real loose there, pushing so hard.
And just like you saw there, Connor Levy, you got to be careful on the throttle on exit as well, just like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, these cars very tight on the right on the edge of a needle, where on entry you can miss your braking point, go wide very easily, get on throttle just a few meters too soon, get that rear end stepping out on exit. So it's going to be very tough for these drivers, as Mohamed Alif is sitting on a pole position right now. Matthew Stowecki going to look to deny that. He comes around, we'll see what he's able to do. Through 3 and 4 now.
That rotation on entry looked pretty good. Gets up next to the wall, a little bit high in 3 and 4.
Yeah,
wanted to be able to see if he can make that up. Well, looks like he's stopping his run now.
Yeah, that looks like he's all done his laps. Matthew Warren rounding out the back of the field right now, hoping for a little extra pace here, as he seemingly had a pretty bad lap, but it looks like he's also done here as he's stopping up.
Yeah, this is his first week in the series, so I'm sure he's having to get used to this car and this track.
Yeah, this track, like you said, this car especially, very hard to get used to. If you're used to the NASCAR Cup Series, very different way to drive it. So.
Yeah, and on this track, you're doing so much turning, and you got pretty big corners compared to short straightaways. So when you're driving, it almost feels like you're turning left the whole time, and the setup really reflects that. It's really easy to turn left, really hard to turn right. So it almost feels like when you get up to the wall, when you get to the straightaway, you're suddenly entering the corner again.
Yeah, very little actual straight line driving here. Most of these drivers right to the exit just before they finish their exit from one corner, right away back into the next. So we are getting set here with just 14 cars on our grid tonight. We are going to be skipping our last chance qualifier and going right into our feature race. We just wait for some time to expire. Let's run down our driver order. So I believe every driver has now put in their laps. Mohamed Alif is going to be taking pole position here. Zachary Dwale right beside him. It's a pretty close lap there from Mohamed Alif. But this is Zach's got some fight in him here tonight, clearly. And we saw these two getting into it a little bit in our last race, Andrew. Right at the end, our Muhammad Alif and Zachary Will coming together right before the line and then after the line once again.
Yeah, we'll see if those hard feelings kind of carry over to this race, because if you're gonna pay somebody back, this is definitely the place to do it.
Yeah, Zachary having to be a little careful though, as I believe he's tight on those safety rating points that we've got in our CIL here.
Notice the times are a little bit slower than we saw in practice, whether that's product of the track conditions or just track usage, I don't know, but I felt like that was interesting to note. I guess one thing that could definitely affect that is the fact that in qualifying you only get, what, 2 laps? So compared to you getting 10 or 15 laps and getting one really good one in there, it's easier to just nail it when you have less opportunity, or harder to nail it when you have less opportunity.
Yeah, many of these drivers putting in over 100 laps here in our practice just before we went live here tonight. So they had plenty of time to work on their tires, find their groove, find the pace, and then fresh set of tires, uh, fresh cold track as we've turned now closer to nighttime. So it can be a little tough for some of these drivers to get those tires up to temp and get working, get quick right off the bat.
We were just waiting for the session to be skipped since we only have 2 cars in the LCQ.
And I'm sure these drivers looking over, seeing, hey, there's just the two of us, so let's do a bit of a drag race here. Looking like more of a drag race here than an oval race.
Is there a drag race or a drag track nearby, Jordan? Because I don't remember, to be honest.
Oh,
Could
that
use the front straightaway at Road Atlanta.
yeah, you definitely could use parts of Road Atlanta there to turn it into a drag strip, but I don't know if there's any designated drag strips in the direct immediate area. As we get rolling here for our LCQ with just 2 cars on the track, we'll see. We might not be able to get this session skipped. Alrighty,
Yep.
as we're
The news we just got is that apparently the session might need to go green before it can be advanced, so might get a little bit of good action between 2 of these cars here tonight. At the very least, you get a little bit of extra track time.
and or Austin DeLong and Matthew Warren here, side by side, coming to the green flag. In the green flags in the air.
All right, looks like we have advanced. Just got the notification.
Yeah. There we go. Driver's gonna push as hard as they can until it kicks them. But Austin DeLong getting the jump here on on Matthew Warren here. But that 48 car is not gonna let him go. We're just gonna run this as we see that message. Not enough cars for LCQ session advancing. These guys not too phased by that. They're just gonna keep going until till they're kicked immediately from the session.
Yeah, you might as well. Kind of have nothing to lose at this point. Get some extra laps in.
Extra laps, some free practice over the other drivers.
Yeah, I mean, it's essentially what this is going to be. Results, I mean, Warren didn't make the pass on the start, so the overall qualifying results aren't going to change from this necessarily, so might as well just have fun with it right now.
As we seem to be battling some technical issues here on the back end. These drivers just cruising around, taking some extra practice laps. It's not gonna get too much hard racing with just two cars on the third of a mile, a little bit more than a third of a mile. So this guy is going to be getting in these free practice laps while we figure everything out. Most will be here for a couple minutes if everything falls through on the back end and we can't get the session skipped. Just 19 laps at 13. Yeah, just with some 13-second laps. It's not going to be a long show here to start us out. But yeah, so these drivers absolutely cruising, getting in their practice laps.
Yeah, we do apologize for the technical difficulties, but at the very least, you get some free extra racing out of it, even if it is two cars.
Oh,
Looks
48.
like
Tagging the wall. He's pushing. He's definitely not taking this one out too much as a joke. He's pushing quite hard, getting into the wall. He's got a little damage on the right side now, but
might as well. I think it gets fixed between sessions, so.
yeah, everybody getting a fresh car entering the new session. But we're just gonna keep going here. See if we can get anything happening. These guys just putting in the laps. Everybody just chilling now.
I will say though, Jordan, we don't get to really pay attention to it much every broadcast, but have you ever seen a Mercedes on a late model body?
Yeah, this Mercedes late model. A rare sight. He's got a couple of other badges on that car too. The Mercedes car. Oh, this is just the designated Mercedes car at Clemson, and he's just cruising around here, showing us just what he can do, just cruising.
We'll say if Austin DeLong and Pentec are about that life, they'll put all metric hardware on that car.
Yes, we've got 15 laps to go here and counting down for you all here tonight before we get to our actual race of the night, which is going to be 100 laps around here for our full feature race.
Wondering what the oddest stickers you could put on a late model are. Like, could you put a smart car stickers on it?
Well, you might need to talk to Andrew Williams about that. Andrew Williams about that. He's got a couple of extra stickers on his car. I know he's running about 5 or 6 different manufacturer stickers.
See, when you do that and you go to a dealership to say, "Can I buy this?" Do they give you 5 cars, or do they give you different parts that come off 5 cars?
Yeah, you just. I wonder what he's building that. just do a chunk off of each car.
I make this all put together. Like, why is a carbon hood with a sheet metal front bumper?
Yeah, the carbon hood off the Ferrari and the sheet metal of the rest of the body of the car.
There's no room in the truck to fit this Ferrari engine.
There's some of the students here just having some fun as our clock ticks down here. Yeah, the end of the race seems to be coming up here. Just a few seconds as the clock runs down. Austin DeLong pulls to the bottom of the track. And there we go.
Oh,
we've got it figured out now, ladies and gentlemen. So
congratulations to Austin DeLong for racking up his first official heat win in the Short Track Showdown.
and don't know if we can get production to bring him into the to the comp.
I'm sure we can make a note of it by the end.
We'll see if we can talk to him. See how he feels. He took that one by 8.5 seconds. As we get set up for our feature race, drivers having 5 minutes of warm-up time. Well, all the other drivers at least, other than DeLong and Warren, both of them got plenty of warm-up there.
The familiar sight, I see our Muhammad Ali right behind Andrew Williams. Something we saw a lot of 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. A lot of very similar battles here as these cars keep going.
Oh, Wallet, we saw him go sideways and he spins around.
76 sideways cross track, he'll get that straightened out. Keeps everything clean though, just scrubbing the tires. That's what we like to call a extreme tire warming. As he collides with someone there. Wasn't quite sure what happened on that one. So you see that 12, our Muhammad Ali just putting in the laps at this point. He's going to be our pole sitter for tonight. Whoa, car in the wall there.
Yeah, that's the 61 of Leclerc.
Leclerc, one of the 3 St. Clair College cars running here tonight. She's going to be starting third right behind her teammate of Zachary DeWitt. Whoa! We have another car backwards. Oh, big wreck piling in.
A little bit of a melee, too.
Everybody piling in. These drivers getting those Oh, it's the 24 looks to go around there, entering the corner, taking out our Muhammad Ali. Both gonna park that one up. These drivers just getting used to the new track conditions. All that extra rubber that was laid down during our last chance qualifier. You see our Muhammad Ali coming back out on that track. It's a very tricky pit exit here at Lanier. Sends you right up against the bottom of the inside racing line. Thankfully tonight we shouldn't see any drivers heading into the pits and coming back out. No fast repairs, no new tires.
Yeah, there definitely won't be any planned pit stops. And I find it interesting you mentioned that, Jordan, because you basically took the words out of my mouth. You have a bit of a unique pit entry and exit situation. You basically just have holes in the inside wall where you try to fit your car into. Not a whole lot else, to be honest.
Yeah, you got a wall, just a small hole, just squeeze your car through, try to keep out of everybody's way and get moving. So warm-up is just about over here. About 20 seconds remaining. Whoa!
That was an amazing save.
Ryan Whitlock. Quick hands on that one. He's going to take it slow, catch his breath from that. That was... I don't know how he kept that one off the wall. That was... Oh, there's a car backwards there. I don't know how Whitlock kept that one off the wall. That was some incredible hands as our drivers are just completing their final laps of our warm-up here. Before we get set for our grid for our feature race here tonight. the Atlanta 100 coming up here. Our Muhammad Alif, our pole position sitter, he took that one by 900ths of a second there on top over Zachary DeWale, the St. Clair College car. Behind him, his teammates Athena Leclerc in third place, beside Connor Levy. Ryan Whitlock, quick hands on that guy. We just saw him make an incredible save there in practice. Beside him, Jason Willott. Cale Davison is going to be lining up in seventh beside Matt Stowecki. Andrew Williams behind them, along with Alexander Hogarth, the third and final St. Clair College car tonight. Josh Comfer in 11th, and Ryan Whitlock rounding out our direct qualifiers here as he takes that 12th position. And then we've got our two finishers from our last chance qualifier, Austin DeLong in 13th and Matthew Warren in 14th. That's our grid as we get rolling here. This is going to be a quick start here for our drivers.
I believe we got 2 pace laps, and then we'll be going. Those pace laps will be over quick.
Yeah, this definitely a big change from our last race. Just such a shorter track. Our Muhammad Alif and Zachary Dwale, both two very talented drivers. And like we said earlier, got into a little bit of beef from last race, wrecking just before the line. Zachary very not happy, colliding with Alif after the race. But both of them.
Here we go.
Sure, and we are green here as our Muhammad Alif gets a good jump on the O2 car. Athena Leclerc looking to hold on to third place, and she is going to take it.
Hit the 14 to the outside.
Whitlock holding that inside line. The 14 of Connor Levy is going to keep that place, and he's just going to squeeze it, work their way around that inside line. Levy not going to be able to find his way down. Oh, and he clears the Jason Willott 76 car.
You know, went a little bit wide there. Looks like the 14's going to get by or entering 3.
Jason Willott looking to follow through. Oh, and the 14's around.
There he goes.
14's another. The 25's upside down.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that is not how the 25 wanted this race to go. He is on his hood, on the bucket. That is Matt Stowecki from James Madison University. He's stuck. I want to see what happened there. I don't know if Athena Leclerc got into the back there. Maybe missing her braking point again. We'll see it here.
This is just results of short track racing.
Yeah.
A whole lot of places
There's
to hide.
Athena getting the twitch, heading up wide. Put her behind Connor Levy, who I think it's the next corner here.
Looks like
maybe
overcooked it on entry a little bit.
Definitely
14 around.
Definitely took way too much speed in there. She was no chance she was ever making that corner. And then you see the secondary contacts coming in as that's 24, 5, 6 cars involved there as 2 more exiting, getting away from the collision there.
Yeah, it's just real bad luck for a lot of those guys behind that accent. There's just nowhere to go. Nowhere to hide at a track like this.
The view from the front of Cale Davison's Ball State car. Dives into a corner. See it on the next turn here, I believe is the incident. Yeah. Everybody checking up. Oh.
Nowhere to go.
Yes.
Real unfortunate.
Other car. Matt Stowecki coming out of that one worst off though. Ending up on his roof. That puts him 3 laps down here.
He's sitting in the pits.
It's 4 laps down. is not how he wanted this race to go by any means. Connor Levy a lap down now. But we are going green. Lights out as we have jostling for position. And our Muhammad Alif takes off.
56 didn't get going on that restart. Looks like everyone keeps it clean.
For now, at least, the O2 stuck on the outside. Ryan Whitlock been very good on that tonight through our first two restarts, just getting his nose on the inside of that car on the next car over. And
yeah, he's just taking up that preferred line. I found that the bottom was definitely the way to go because the car just wants to rotate to the yellow line there. Anywhere else is a little bit difficult, but I guess we'll see how the tire wear goes. But for right now, I think bottom line is where you want to be.
Yeah, the bottom line, very, very preferred here. Not a lot of choice. Oh no, there's a St. Clair car in the wall.
Oh, he's got to get out of there quick. The leaders are going to come up hot. Looks like he's...
Alexander Hogarth, that's third St. Clair car. Keeping us green, though, getting moving again. He's going to have to keep out of the way of the leaders very quickly. They're going to be flying down.
Yeah, that's just how quickly these laps go. You have a little incident like that, and suddenly the leaders are bearing on you, wanting to put you a lap down. They're already a straightaway behind.
Getting a little wide through that corner. Let's see if Alexander Hogarth. See where this incident. Yeah, he just. Ooh, maybe a little bit of help on the corner entry there. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, it looks like the 78 at Comfer gave him a little bit of help entering the corner.
Definitely. Everything stays green though. We keep this battle up for the Ryan Whitlock.
Whoa! Uses the bumper.
Short track racing right there, pushing the leader out of his way.
Man, Ryan Whitlock is just asserting himself tonight.
Yeah, he pushes that 12 right up the track, and that opens the door for the O2 as well. Muhammad Alif probably going to lose 2, maybe even 3 positions here as the 24 is looking to keep it, to get their nose in here now.
Yeah, really impressed with Andrew Williams. He was involved in that first caution. Now he's up here battling for the top 3.
Yeah, already as he's 24 there, getting right in there, Andrew Williams.
Yeah, Alif's just getting freight trained. He's just stuck on that second lane. Needs to find a way to get to the bottom. Looks like Wallace going to find his way to the inside.
Yeah, just Wallace getting inside now. Keeping our Muhammad Alif, woohoo, right door to door through that corner.
There's a little bit of elbows out, short track action, but you see a little bit of a tap from the bumper of Ryan Whitlock, and suddenly our Muhammad Alif from the lead to 5th place.
Yeah, just like that. Nothing you could really do about it. Get hung out to dry on that outside line here. It's just the train of cars. Ooh, 24 looking to get a look on the O2 there, and he does. The Clemson University car of Andrew Williams.
He's got it.
Getting past the O2. That looked to miss his braking point, run wide, and Williams taking full advantage of that. Alrighty, and I believe we're about to get a look at this tap from Whitlock here. Look at that. Jacking him out. Impressive from our Muhammad Alif to keep that car straight. It was quite sideways there. Ryan Whitlock just pushing his way through to the lead.
Got a little bit of chrome horn action, only 20 laps in. I think you'd see that at the end of the race, but nope.
Whew. Andrew Williams, after seeing that, is not too worried about taking the same approach. He's getting right up to the bumper of Ryan Whitlock. Just unable to get close enough to move him up the track.
Gotta watch out for that. Gotta watch out for that 20 car too.
Yeah, Alexander Hogarth. He's gonna be getting some dirty air now, washing onto the leaders. Right up to that wall. Looks like 2-0's got some damage on the inside there too, still. Yeah, that's unfortunate for him as he takes the wall again.
I
Crossing
wonder
the
if he
start.
has some. Wonder if he has some suspension damage.
Yeah, he's struggling. Staying out of the staying out of the leader's way. Here, thankfully, keeping everybody rolling, doing his best not to interfere with the battle. Muhammad Ali's faded away a little bit from these top four now. They're leading the first couple laps of this race. It's hanging out just half a second back now of Jason Willott.
I like how Austin DeLong's looking. He's up to 6th from his starting spot at 13th, +7 since the start. Maybe that heat race did pay off.
Austin DeLong, yeah, he's been flying here tonight. Whoa! Andrew sends him! Andrew sends the 81. Muhammad Ali. Everybody else getting through cleanly. Ryan Whitlock, you bumped. You gotta expect to be bumped, and the big loser out of that scenario. He's gonna go down. I'll see it. Andrew Williams here. That Clemson car. On the entry to the corner, ooh, it's gonna be the next corner here. You see him right up to that bumper and just,
whoa, just give him a little tag.
A little bit more, and you're gonna want to tap someone. Keep your clean race going.
Man, I'm just really impressed that Whitlock kept it straight. I mean, let's see if we can pause it when he's sideways.
Yeah, you see just how sideways this car got. This coming down, comes down maybe a little bit on the nose of the 24.
This is good.
Look at
this car is crashed. This car is crashed, and he finds a way to keep it straight. I mean, how in the world do you do that?
That full lock keeps the wheels rolling. Incredible car control. And even to notice the 12 coming up on the high side to get down out of his way, that's some great driving out of the 81 of Ryan Whitlock.
I also gotta wonder if he's maybe set the tone for the race tonight, just shoving the leader out of the way 20 laps in, you know? Maybe we're in for a physical race tonight.
Seems Andrew Williams getting an end-of-line penalty here for that one, causing a collision and bringing out a caution.
Well, Williams definitely has a lot of pace, even with the damage he got from that first accident, so I think it'll be fun to watch him make it his way through the field again. Or not again.
Look at that, Austin DeLong up to 4th as we are about to go green flag here. Zachary DeWale inheriting the lead from that, and he'll take off on the restart. Muhammad Ali right there, getting his nose in on Jason Willott, taking that bottom line, just stealing the preferred line away from that outside driver. We've seen that every restart. These drivers just forcing that outside car to just stay up there. Nothing they can do. They've got a car on their inside on the restart, and the 78 round. Ooh, and that one's clipped the wall, and we've got a caution back out. We'll go back side by side. Here once again, we're already up to caution 3, 41 laps in. This race flying by. As we'll see Josh Comfort, and we'll see maybe a bit of a self-spin here, looked like. See what happened
Look at the
here.
damage on the 22. Oh my goodness, look at that.
Oh wow.
He's got a lot of pace.
Oh, Athena Leclerc getting that bumper.
Just a little touch.
It's just at the worst part of the corner, right on that apex. Sends Josh Comfort up to the wall. Athena Leclerc. Unfortunate situation there again. That's the second one she's been a part of tonight, bringing out that first caution with contact with Connor Levy. Now a little bit of contact there, as
looks like that's ended her night too.
it might just be the end for her, Stewart's realizing, all right, not even halfway through, you've caused 2 cautions. Relax a little bit.
Yeah, it's a bit of a tough result, you know.
Yeah, definitely not what she came out here looking for tonight. But her teammate of Zachary DeWale is sitting exactly where he wants to be, on the inside of our Muhammad Alif for first place. So our pace car pulls into pit lane.
Austin DeLong
we
is
are
fourth
green.
with a destroyed car. Anyway, here we go.
Incredible driving. Yeah, look at that 22 drive by. He is riddled with damage and flying with pace here. This 22 car is flying. We saw him pull.
Meanwhile, Andrew Williams up to 6th already.
He's flying through the pack here tonight.
Yeah, he didn't stay back there long.
No, neither did Austin DeLong. He started back in 13th in this race, and that's Andrew Williams now just a couple spots back. He got an end of line not even 20 laps ago, so he's got some real pace out here tonight. We got some side-by-side action. Connor Levy towards the back of this field. That's the 56 of Ryan Wilson getting caught on the outside. And the destroyed car of Alexander Hogarth. He's got back on the lead lap because of these cautions. But boy, look at the damage on that car. It's got no front inside fender there. The leaders are all single file quite a ways back here.
So it might be settling in here as we're just past that.
Oh, and caution's out.
Speak of the devil.
Oh, and that's Matthew Warren, the Valparaiso car, into the inside wall. He's just gonna stay on the lead lap there.
Just as I say, I thought we were gonna have a green flag run. A bit of commentator's curse right there.
Look at that. He's got that car quite jacked up in the front.
Yeah, how much contact did he take? Because it looks like a lot.
Yeah, it looked like he licked that inside wall pretty hard.
Well, he already had it, according to the replay.
Oh, yeah, look at that. We'll see maybe the 25 of still. Oh, that's not 25. Who's that on the inside?
It is. I think that is Stoecki.
That's the Stoecki. Yeah, that is Stoecki. He's 11 laps down. He upside down, and he did. He did send him around. Oh. 25 was upside down earlier in this race. That's why I wasn't expecting that to be him. Warren just coming down, seeming like, might have just cleared himself a little bit there. So it looks like Stoecki had his nose in.
Really does not take much to send these cars around.
Yeah, as we see, just makes the move Ryan Whitlock did earlier that much more impressive. To push the leader out of the way without wrecking the leader. So to keep everything green, that's just shows the skill out of the Ryan Whitlock there. Those 2 cars will get back lined up. We're on lap 56 of 100 here. Race just absolutely flying by. So you get these short laps. And looking at the field, we've got a lot of damage through a lot of cars.
Don't necessarily have to slow you down, though. Just look at the 22.
And we're going to be green this time by to get set here tonight.
I like where Whitlock is right now. He's got that inside line, so you can get by this 22 car.
Yeah, he's been really good at those tonight. As we go green, Zachary Doyle taking off. Our Muhammad Alif looking to tuck in, but no, says Jason Willott. He's going to take that one. I saw a car go flying up the track down farther back down the field, but Austin DeLong, he's battling hard. There's some damage coming in there as he got a big snap mid-corner up on the outside. Ryan Whitlock.
Back to third.
We see Whitlock Andrew Williams back up to 5th. Getting into the bumper. Pushing along. Looking for a lane to pass. Muhammad Ali
finally finds his way to the inside, but still lost about 3 spots.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate thing that can happen on these restarts. So you just get hung out to driving that outside line. Continues Zachary Doyle pulling out a hefty lead here. 0.8 of a second on Jason Willott. Oh, and we've got a wreck in the back here.
I see one. Yep.
56 going around, seemingly off the nose of the 20 of Alexander Hogarth, that St. Clair College car, and we are on our 5th caution of the night. See what happened on this one. So we seem to get to that one pretty late, but Hogarth just right to the bumper on the previous corner and just he sent that in pretty. He sent that one, and that one's just never gonna stick.
Just
Ryan Wilson hitting the brakes a lot sooner. You can see that nose dip down, and Hogarth just not even close in terms of braking points, and they just lied. Thankfully, no one else getting into the side of Ryan Wilson there, so he can keep his car nice and clean. He's one of the few cars. He's got a couple of scratches, but no big dents, no big parts missing on his car compared to that car that just wrecked him. Hogarth, it's real beat up.
Yeah, he just had the big run there coming off turn 4 and tried to make an opening into 1, but sometimes you just gotta pick and choose your passes, and you gotta let openings happen organically. Sometimes you can't really force it.
He forced that one a little bit too much. And that's gonna hurt him here tonight. So we see, look at the 22 there. I want to talk about damage. Look at that car, that Penn College. That is jacked right up in the front. Austin DeLong been busy all night as we get set to go back green racing for our 6th restart here on the night.
See if Whitlock can take 2nd here on the restart. He's going to get on the inside again.
Green flag in the air. Oh, Whitlock getting a bit of a slow start. He's going to hold that inside line.
Yeah, looks like Wallach. Can he clear?
Oh.
Not quite.
Oh, getting real close.
Yeah, the challenge for the wall is just don't get stuck up there in the high lane.
Yeah, no, he's got to find. It's going to be a while till a gap opens up.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. He's got 3 cars bumper to bumper on his inside. He's going to be stuck up there for a while.
Yeah, it's nothing really that's his fault either. It's just you get a bit of a disadvantageous line on the restart. You get penalized for it.
Yeah, those even number restart slots, especially that 2nd place position has been really not where drivers want to be restarting here. You're just so far up on that outside line that it's just so easy for 3rd place to slot in right behind you. So he's still up on the outside, the 22 of Austin DeLong getting alongside him now. Ball and Hardy's down to battling for 5th and 6th place now.
Yeah, 17's right there too.
Another Ball State car looking to keep him out there a little bit longer.
He might lose 6 spots before this whole episode's over.
Yeah, from 2nd place. He's battling Austin DeLong pretty hard here. He's able to stick with this 22. As Austin DeLong,
just a little bit of a wiggle. And
a little wiggle in that 17, getting that nose in.
You should know when you battle like that, you're going to use up more tire than you normally would otherwise.
We're 25 laps to go here already 3/4 of our way through a race.
Williams nearly got into the back of a leaf right there, just had a much better run through the middle of the corner, but this is really closed up. Whitlock is right on the bumper of DeWale.
Yeah, these guys bumper to bumper to bumper. 4 in a row, just...
Here he comes.
Oh, and Ryan Whitlock getting the run.
He's got the better line now.
Oh, and that's gonna hang Zach out to dry up there.
If you're DeWale, all you can really do is try to pinch him down, but really closed up on him on the exit.
Not a whole lot in the toolbox to fight that one with the with that inside line taken away from you. Which we've seen time and time again tonight. His best chance might just be to slot in here, and there he goes.
There he goes. Yep.
First to fourth, just one move, pushing him out.
Once he got up there, that was the best case scenario.
Yeah, I'm sure he's glad he got in there before the 22 could catch up to the back of the 24. Continue.
It really has seemed like nobody's just been able to run away with it.
Yeah, as we seem to start to get into some smooth running here. Don't want to jinx it again. We've got 19 laps to go. Let's hope we can keep it clean till the checkered now. All these cars running in a line, just so tight. There's not much room to pull away here at such a tight circuit. Just everybody nose to tail those front three still.
We just gotta hug that bottom right there. You may see a little bit of guys clipping the apron. You get just past the apex of the corner, just straighten out the exit just a little bit, help your car rotate.
You see the 81 using that apron a lot on the exit of those corners.
Gotta find every little...
Getting into the bumper there with the 12 is Andrew Williams.
It's close, it's close.
Definitely pushing. Oh, and he spins it. Oh, and then the 22, the 02 getting into the back of him as he just could not check up in time. The 24 sending Muhammad Alif around.
They're not caution.
As it looks like we are still green racing here. Ryan Whitlock, he'll take that. He's got a 2-second lead now. Ryan Whitlock, big advantage.
Well,
I already know. I think we're still green.
I'm frankly amazed by that.
Yeah, you had 2 cars backwards and both able to get it straight before iRacing figures to throw a flag.
They were both in the racing line.
Alrighty, and let's get a good replay on this one. It's pretty clear cut though, the 24 getting right into the back of the 12 here. The 12 getting in deep, checking up a little bit. And there goes the 24, the corner before, getting right up into the back of him. And then, just so much, and then checking up, nothing the 02 can do. He's checking up as much as he can, and then 2 cars backwards and nothing going as we got 10 to go here. 17, Cale Davison working past that 78 car of Josh Palmer.
This has put the 22 of Austin DeLong in a podium spot.
Austin DeLong. Yeah, he's worked his way from the LCQ up into the podium position. And this has put Ryan Whitlock in the perfect scenario. He's got 1.5 seconds clear. That's the biggest lead we've seen all night. And
I don't know if DeWale has enough time to try to catch him.
I don't think, unless there's a caution, that might just be it, as Ryan can keep all 4 wheels facing forward.
I mean, DeWale did shave off a 10th that time, but I don't think that'll be enough.
You're going to need a lot more than a 10th here. So we have 6 laps to go, and there's
10th that lap.
Yeah, that's...
Oh.
As Muhammad Alif working hard to get some of these positions back now. I'm sure he's not happy as boom, bumping everybody. The Constantino effect through the corner. Just one gets into the next, and then the next car's there before anybody can get out of the way. Muhammad Alif getting past Comfort here, at least for the time being. Yeah, and there he goes. Connor Levy going to look to get through here as we have 4 laps to go now. Austin DeLong, what an incredible race from him tonight. And probably the most beat up car on this field, on this track right now. That car is, look at that. He is crunched up, just scratched up, and he is keeping it going. Two to go.
This man's got about 80% of his car left, and he's in a podium position. Welcome to Lanier, everybody.
Yeah, welcome to these very short track racing. As we are on the white flag, Ryan Whitlock coming around. He can cruise now with no caution flag being thrown. He just handed that one after working hard to get up to the front. Gets his competition cleared out behind him, and he's just going to take that one right along as Austin DeLong on the inside. He's going to take third place. Zach, our second place finisher. What a race as we have the two Ball State cars going around here. Look at that. Side by side, just giving each other some friendly bumps after a good race from both of them.
What a great drive, though, from Ryan Whitlock. Sure, he had a little bit of fortune there with the non-yellow at the end, but it certainly doesn't discount the quality of driving he showed. He knew how to lay the chrome horn with precision. That's a pretty valuable skill in short track racing.
Yeah, you saw him getting into the back of our Muhammad Ali pretty early into the race, pushing him up the track, but keeping it clean, just moving him, not spinning him. We saw many drivers try the same thing and get a little too much into the car in front and just spin them around. So we had, what was that, 5 cautions on the night, so it's a very quick races. Ryan Whitlock parks it in victory lane. What a race across the board. Just I can't believe that drive from Austin DeLong in such a beat up car. The fact that he made it all the way back up to third.
Yeah, you don't need nice fenders to finish well at these kinds of races. If anyone's ever seen a race at Martinsville, I think you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, car doesn't need to be pretty to go fast, so you just need to keep it going, bump a little bit. As looks like we've got the podium drivers ready to come in. Let's get Austin DeLong in here, guy we've been talking about now. The 22 car, our third place finisher, Austin DeLong. What a race coming from the LCQ champion of the 2-car battle that we saw there, all the way up to third place.
Yeah, I mean, I spun out during my qualifying lap, so that's why I was in the LCQ race, but I took it as good practice, and then I was able to get a good line going in the heat race to set me up for the actual race, so that helped me out quite a bit, actually.
Yeah, Austin, you were managing damage for a lot of that race. Just, do you think it affected the handling of the car at all? Because if so, that is an unbelievable drive.
I don't really think it affected it too much. There's definitely some body damage I saw in the hood on the car, but other than that, I don't think like any performance. It didn't have any performance issues. So
yeah, your car had a lot of body damage up at the front, but incredible drive from you here tonight. Is there anybody you would like to shout out here?
Just everyone at Penn Tech. They just got a new rig for me the start of the season, so I'm pretty grateful for that. I'm raising one of my buddies to be in the CiL Cup Series, Mikey. Hopefully he'll get a little bit better as the season progresses. But yeah, I just like to thank Penn College Esports for all that they've done for me so far.
Alrighty, thank you very much, Austin, and congratulations on your third place finish.
Thank you.
As it looks like we're going to get the second place finisher now of Zachary DeWale, the 02 car. He was right up front all race long and got into and What a race from you, Zach. Starting second, finishing second. You were up front in that battle all race long. How did you see it from your position?
Well, I think I tried to run a clean race all day. I didn't want to get in trouble again. So we just tried to keep the nose clean all day, and we did a pretty good job of that until the end. Just kind of got slightly caught up in that incident with with Andrew and Mohammed. So yeah, pretty solid race for me.
Yeah, indeed it was, Zach, and congrats on a really great second place finish. Um, this is a really good bounce back from the race you had a couple weeks ago where you had really bad luck at the end with the incident coming to the line. But, you know, now that you've got back into the podium spots, do you think you're back in position to contend for this championship?
I mean, I hope so. I think we all got lucky today. Ethan Johnson wasn't in here. That guy is he's bad fast, man. If he was in here, we'd all been in trouble. But yeah, it does give me some more hope that I can maybe try and bring it to him a little bit. We'll try our best. He's going to be tough to beat.
Yeah, like you said, he was quick. We saw him quick in practice, just unable to compete in this race. But is there anybody you would like to shout out tonight?
Emily and Riley at home. I mean, usually I shout you out, but you're big time commentary guy now, so yeah, that's about it. Really, it was a solid race.
Alrighty, congratulations on that second place finish, Zach, and thanks for swinging by.
Thanks, buddy.
Alrighty, and we've got our first place finisher now, Ryan Whitlock. What a race from him, coming back from 5th place. Ryan, we saw you using that chrome horn pretty early on, moving the 12 out of your way. Just a great race all around from you. How did it feel?
Well, that's just short track racing. No, but jokes aside, I was on the fence about doing this race. It's been a long day. Hopped in. My first lap was my P5 quali lap. Just through the warm up, I seemed like the line I was using worked a little differently to everyone else. So I guess it worked, and here I am.
Yeah, well, what an awesome race, Ryan, and congrats on the win. And it certainly is a testament to your ability that you can just jump in the car and immediately be fast. How did you want to just manage this race tonight? We had a lot of chaos, but it seemed, and you got caught up in it a little bit, but how did you kind of push through all the smoke from people spinning around you?
Well, to tell you the truth, my coach Matthew Tucker, he stewards this series, but he knows just as well as I do that I've seen more than my fair share of chaotic races in 4-cylinder cars in real life. So, 100 laps here is a lot more to work with than 15. So I just knew my pace was good, and I was going to get what came to me. Move people if I had to, but get the runs where I took them. And yeah, it was just good fun, and a lot of lessons I've learned went into today.
Yeah. If you jumped in that car and set your quality lap, that shows incredible pace. Just knowing how this car drives, knowing how this track works. Thank you very much for coming up. Is there anybody you'd like to shout out?
Definitely my racing coach Matthew Tucker, the entire Charger Motorsports team. We do real life racing. We're a college club, and those guys mean the world to me. And I also do want to give a small little shout out to Andrew Williams. He is the one who moved me, but again, that's just short track racing, and he and I were laughing about it in the voice call we were in. So it was fun racing him, and I just want to thank my whole team again for their endless support of me, both virtually and in the real world.
Alrighty, thank you very much, Ryan, and congratulations on your CiL Short Track Showdown victory here tonight.
Thank you.
Alrighty, Andrew, what a race from that. Lots of bumping, lots of moving each other.
It's a little bull ring here at Lanier, he got close quarters, lots of chaos. I think, viewers kind of got what they came for tonight.
Alrighty, and let's run through our results here. Ryan Whitlock, we just talked to him. He's our first place finisher. Behind him finished Zachary DeWale and Austin DeLong rounding out that podium position. Jason Willott coming in fourth place. And R. Muhammad Alif, who's the one that got spun there with 12 laps to go, ending up in fifth position. Connor Levy getting caught up in that first incident. He ended in sixth. Well, Cale Davison in seventh. Josh Comfort in eighth. And Ryan Wilson, coming in ninth. Who's that? Alexander Hogarth coming in 10th. He was caught up in multiple incidents throughout tonight's race. Andrew Williams coming into 11th there at the end. Matthew Warren in 12th, and Matt Stowecki 13th, and rounding out the field was Athena Leclerc. She got sat at the end, by the end, causing a couple of incidents. But, a hectic race there, Andrew.
Yeah, it's a relatively small field for this series, but man, you don't need a lot of cars to have a lot of action here, especially when you got a little short third-mile track like Lanier, and we certainly saw a lot of things going on tonight.
Yeah, like I said, 5 cautions out here tonight, and lots of battling up at the front. Those top 3 and 4 were battling bumper to bumper for, I'd say, 90% of that race. So
Yeah.
no shortage of action here tonight.
Yeah, just a lot of good stuff right up at the front. It really felt like nobody was fast enough to truly just pull away from the field. And part of that is just, I guess, Ethan Johnson and Cade Brown not being here for this race. But I think a lot of that is just a testament to how competitive this field is. So you got a lot of potential for guys to race each other closely and cleanly. And sometimes, a little bit of a bump here and there isn't going to hurt anybody.
Yeah, especially with the virtual world, you can really bump someone hard if you get a little frustrated with them. But nobody's gonna get hurt in this. Maybe a couple of hurt feelings, but everybody's safe at the end of the day, and that's what's important. But that's gonna be our time here tonight. Thank you all for joining us for the Collegiate iRacing Short Track Showdown here at Lanier National Speedway. Thank you for watching.
See y'all in 2 weeks, folks.